Hey guys, and welcome. It's Chef Jason Morris, your Ace Hardware Grill expert. Thank you for joining us for today's edition of Ace This Recipe. Hanging out here in the backyard of my local Ace Hardware, Ace Hardware Highlands Ranch. Big shout out to them for always being open to letting me invade and take over the hardware store. Today, we are talking corn. That is right, corn on the cob, on the grill. We've got some cool tips for you. We're gonna show you some easier ways to shuck it, easy ways to get it soaked, and I'll tell you, the delicious part is when we're all done, we're grilling this nice and hot on the Weber, and then we're gonna use our buttermill that we got from the grommet. We'll do a little dialing, we'll do a little buttering, and then we're gonna enjoy some of this sweet corn as well. So thanks for joining us, thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to head up to that little eye. That is our information station. That's gonna let you in on all the gear, gadgets, and grills we're using today. So I think it's time to and get cooking some corn. Okay, first order of business, we have to get the buttermill loaded. So what I did was took the little red slide off. That's going to slide right on there, and what it does is very gently locks into there. And as you can see, we will start getting this butter all dialed in. And once you feel it get a little bit tight, pull off the cap, and then we're going to dial ourselves a little butter. So that is loaded. We're going to set that up here. We're going to get that set aside. Now, when it comes to corn prep, hey, you bought it in this little bag. Save this bag because it's going to be a huge help to us. Now, I don't worry about getting shucked at the store. I am going to cut this guy right here. I'm going to cut that guy right there and see what I've done. Taken all this out of the equation. I took the top of all those silks off, and now I'm going to peel a nice little chunk of this off here, right down to the corn itself. And there we go. Once I get that, don't worry about it. I'm going to peel it very carefully. Just take off all the husk. Make sure you've got all that taken off. Don't worry about the silk yet. We've got a solution for you there. Now, you bought it in this plastic bag. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to use the plastic bag to wrap around here and help take off all of my silk. It's like a cool little static cling thing, and it gets all that off, all 800 of them. Here's your odd corn fact of the day. There's one silk for each kernel of corn. There's about 640 to 800 per cob of corn. There you go. We're all set. Now, that's done, right? I'll show you here in just a minute where we're going to put that. But let's talk about what we look for in the corn. I'm that guy that pulls through the corn, and I look at it in the cabinet, or I look at it in the bin, or in the produce department, and look at that. I'm looking for big, fat kernels. I push down on them a little bit, want to make sure they're nice and juicy. I'm not too worried about little voids here. I'm really just looking for beautiful, delicious, fat, juicy kernels of corn. So I selected the corn. I went ahead and peeled it, and now we're going to go ahead and add it in with the rest of its friends into our warm water. Now, once we get it in the warm water, we're going to let it soak for about an hour. And while it's soaking, let's go ahead and get the grill fired up next, show you how to start up that Weber, and we'll get ready to grill some amazing corn. Today's grill of choice, this beauty right here, this is a Weber Genesis 2 Indigo. That's that Ace exclusive color. I love this grill. It does such a great job. So hot, so efficient. And the first order of business is we're just going to double check, make sure all the grill grates are clean. They are. So we're set to go. Propane tank is filled. We've got that all set and ready. We'll go ahead and turn this guy on. We'll get all those burners ignited like they are, and now we're going to close this. We're going to take this up to a temperature of 400 degrees. That's going to be the perfect temperature for us to grill our corn today. Okay, we're set. The grill's at 400 degrees, so we're going to get this guy open real quick. Look at that. See that water coming off here? That's what we want. That water has a chance to soak in nice and really helps get this corn kind of almost in a steam finish, or start, I guess you would say. It gets it started off with a little bit of steam. And there you go. We're going to get that on there, let that water do its thing. Now it's time to close the lid, get our bucket out of there. Now, we're going to let it sit for about, I don't know, 2 to 3, 4 minutes, right? We want to get just a little caramelization on that side, and then we're just going to rotate, 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 rotate until that is all grilled. Let's take a quick first peek. Grab this guy. Look at that right there. See how we're starting to get just a little bit of color? That's what we want. So basically what I'm going to do now that there's a little bit of color, I'm going to move that guy this way, rotate it, rotate it, rotate it, rotate it, and rotate it. basically what I'm trying to do is just get a nice cook, or a nice char, I guess, on every side of that corn. Okay, let's take our last little peek. Oh man, look at that. The beauty of this, look at that. We're getting some beautiful little like char and a little bit of grill on there, and that is absolutely perfect. Now, what I'm gonna do also, just to check, I want to start pushing down on this. I want to feel that they're nice and soft. These guys are doing a great job. I think we've got about 2 more minutes. So we'll shut the lid, let these guys go, but that is totally perfect. That's what we're looking for. A little bit of flavor of the grill on your corn. Well, I think it's time. We are close to done here. So let's go ahead and grab one of these guys off the grill, and we'll pick this beauty right here. Now, the cool part is, look at this. We talked about our buttermilk. Look at that right there. How absolutely awesome is that? So I'm gonna dial up a little bit of butter, and I'm gonna go ahead now and butter my corn, which is absolutely, my word. That right there is exactly what we're talking about. Now, let's do this. We're gonna bring it in a little bit closer as well, give you that close-up view of what we're doing. Okay, let's get a little up close and personal. Look at that. Dial our butter out of our butter mill. Now we just take it and go right across the corn like that. Look at how perfect that looks. Then, let's do this. A little bit of rub-a-dub on there to finish this guy off. And I'm telling you what, that is quick and easy. Talk about fast and easy, right? This is definitely a fast and easy recipe. We had about 8 or 9 minutes of prep when it came to shucking and getting the silks off and all of that. We have about a total of 12 minutes of cook time on the grill. Fast and easy, but totally delicious. Now, I know what you're thinking. Hey, you showed me how to make corn. That's great. What am I serving it with? Oh, we have you covered. Head up into the section up top. There's gonna be a link. We have a link to our porterhouse steak video. So head over there and grab that video. And now we taught you how to make the steak. And we taught you how to do the corn, and we've even got more cool things in the Ace Hardware YouTube channel for you as well. So I'm Chef Jason Morris, your Ace Hardware grill expert. Thanks for joining us for today's edition of Ace This Recipe. Like we always say, don't forget to head up to that eye, click on that information station. That'll let you in on everything we're using, from cutting boards to the buttermill, grills, gear, and gadgets galore. Then, don't forget to subscribe. Head down there to that notifications bell. Hey, do you have that FOMO, that fear of missing out? You won't have it anymore. If you click on the notifications, you'll be notified when all of our Ace This Recipe videos are live. Then while you're down there, please leave us a comment and let us know, what would you like to see? How can we be more helpful? And what do you need to learn to help you master everything in the backyard cooking circuit? So let's go ahead and do what we always do. Give this guy quality control. I wore a clean chef's coat today, so hopefully we'll keep it clean for a little bit. Thanks for cooking with us. Seriously, this job doesn't get any better.